Indian lawyers today are the warriors for our people. I want to be that. I want to be a warrior for my people. I want people to know me as a fighter, as a warrior for our people, because this is the way we have to fight now to maintain our culture.
I knew that I was going to work for Indian people, and I don't want to be a lawyer otherwise. I might not be in a field, on the plains somewhere, but I am sort of in the frontier for Native Americans. After I graduated from law school, I started working as in-house counsel for a tribe just north of Seattle. I was general counsel there, so I did everything from gaming work, employment, drafting ordinances. I did child welfare. I became involved in the State Bar Association as well as the Native American Bar Association. At the beginning of this year, I moved from Seattle, Washington to Washington, D.C., where I'm now legislative director for a small tribal nonprofit. Now I'm working on a national level for Native people. I'm doing more policy work. I'm doing a lot of legislative work, analyzing and making recommendations and drafting law on a federal level, national level, which is different than when I was actually providing advice to a client. Moving from my family in Washington State was probably the hardest thing that I've done.
I wouldn't be at all where I am if it wasn't for my family and the support that they've given me. They've really helped me, like telling me to chill out, Lael, just calm down when I need them, They've been great.
When I was thinking about going to law school, I knew it was going to be expensive. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Don't be intimidated. It is scary, and the first year is not always fun, but you can get through it.
What I counsel the students to do, if they can immediately, is look at somebody who looks as fearful as you do and just go up and talk with them. Seek out an organization that you think you really have an interest in. Go and join one, or just look at it and get a sense of what's going on. Those kinds of things tend to quell those anxieties that you have.
Never be so afraid that you can't make the right decision. And for me, law school was absolutely the right decision. If you go up on the Hill or you talk to attorneys or lobbyists who work in Washington, D.C. or work in policy, sort of at any level, you'll find that most of the people that interact with the law, with legislation, are attorneys.
Our diverse communities are suffering from a lack of strong and visible leadership in many ways. And the law school experience, to me, is our seeding pod in so many ways.
We have very, very few Native American people in the legal field. We have very, very few Native American people in politics. I think there's a need in every community of color for our young people to get into the law. We have a voice that's unique, it's different, and it's important that our voice is heard in courts, in politics, in legislation, in policy. Nobody can represent your interests better than you can. And the voice that you bring and the opportunities you bring to yourself and to your family and to your community is one that that will just benefit you and your community into the future. It's that voice that I think has been missing for a long time, and it's that kind of voice that we need in this profession. And so as an attorney, you possess sort of very unique skills. You learn how to write, you learn how to speak, you learn how to articulate positions. Those skills I think are very valuable. It opens doors that you would never think about before.
Well, as a minority, I think it's very important that I stay true to who I am.
I had to learn how to play the game. I had to learn how to operate. I had to swap out my sneakers, get some real cute shoes, change my sweatsuit to a suit sometimes. Is a JD really worth all that? I would say absolutely. The choice that I made to go to law school ultimately far outweigh those compromises. Not just for me, but for my community and for my family. I don't want to be in DC forever. I anticipate that at some point I'll go back to the West Coast, start my own practice, or go back and work in-house for a tribe. It kind of depends, but I will go back into the sort of official practice of law, providing advice to tribal clients, hopefully. As an attorney, you can get a job anywhere. You can set up your own office in your house and be with your kids if that's what you want to do. You can go and work in politics. You can become the CEO of a major business. A JD truly is a door opener